Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation. Thank you all for coming here today. I am Vaidehi Vaidya, founder and managing director of Women in Sport India, also known as WISI. Today's topic is especially relevant to those people who are interested in developing female leaders of sports. In next 10 minutes, I will cover why we need to mentor the future female leaders of sports. But before we speak about that, let us take a look at women's sports in India. India, as we all know, is a huge country with almost 1.4 billion population. And out of that, half of the population is of course women. However, only 29% of girls and women play sports. And that includes only 15% women playing cricket, even though it is one of the most supported and watched sports in India. And not a lot of people think women's sports is as entertaining to watch as men's sports. If you look at the off-field representation of women, the highest is at Hockey India, where CEO is also a woman. But top two popular sports in India, cricket and badminton, have 0% women on their committees and councils. Also, despite the fact that IOC has issued a notification to all NOCs to maintain gender equality, IOA at present has only around 4.5% women representation. But the data on the earlier slides does not reflect the true growth of women's sports in India. The number of medals only in last two Olympics are almost double than the medals won by women till 2012 Olympics. We are almost reaching gender equality in athlete representation with 44% women at Tokyo Olympics and 49% women at recent Commonwealth Games 2022. Young girls like 14-year-old Anahat, a squash player, are being encouraged to participate in sports. But not just that, they are also encouraged to represent their own country at an international level. Government has decided to spend on women's sports by providing funding of rupees 15 crores, that is 1.8 million, exclusively to conduct the Khelo India Women's League across 9 disciplines for next 4 years to identify new talent. And to provide a perspective, majority of these major achievements and growth in women's sports has come in last 6 to 7 years, with 2016 Olympics being the linchpin moment. Because of this exponential growth of women's sports in India, the requirement of female talent on field and off field has also increased exponentially. Private stakeholders are on the rise in Indian sports, and many of them are actually looking to employ female talent to bring perspective and balance to their team. Although we don't see many women in Indian governing bodies for now, many of them are well aware of IOC directives and are already working towards equality. Historically, of course, women were not allowed to participate in sports on field or off field all over the world, and India is definitely not an exception to it. However, now suddenly women's sports in India has hit a growth spurt where it is transforming from slow crawling field to sprinting quite fast. This growth is too fast for us to keep up with the current speed of female talent creation. If India wants to make sure that we don't fall behind, then concentrated efforts need to go into creating female leaders and talent. So then, how is Visi contributing to this growth? Before we created a pathway to mentor the future female leaders in sports, we took upon us a task of first finding the gaps. We identified 3 gaps, and the common denominator in all those gaps was lack of female-focused approach. Sports was and remains a male-dominated field, and often more opportunities, both on-field and off-field, go to men more than women. This puts women at a disadvantage from the beginning, and hence concentrated efforts need to be made towards providing women-focused mentoring, guidance, and upskilling. Organizations need to make an effort to recruit or support more women. We also realized that many stakeholders of women's sports are working in silos in India. They all need to create a united front for the faster and better growth of the field. So, how is Vizi addressing these gaps then? We are addressing them by working towards increasing representation and opportunities for women in sports and fitness to create more leaders. There are two initiatives we have launched to do this. Our first initiative is a global digital community that we have built focused solely on women in sports and fitness called Visi Tribe. Through this community, we are providing jobs and opportunities to women, encouraging them to collaborate and partner with other like-minded women in sports and fitness. We are also exposing them to global knowledge, supporting them through the right decision-making process, and by connecting them to the right mentors, advisors, and connections that can actually supplement their growth. Our second initiative is our female-focused mentoring programs based on learn, think, implement principles, through which these women learn from the best sports experts in India, after which the program mentors and Visi in turn encourages them to think about the knowledge that they have gained on a deeper level, to figure out what they want to do in sports and how they want to do it, and then actually implementing that knowledge in the field that they want to work in. Through these initiatives, we want to create progressive coaches like Shweta, who are keen to learn new techniques and technology to stay updated and grow every day, and with whom the young female athletes can feel more safe. We also want to create a generation of informed and educated athletes like Kalyani and Anushka, who are ready with their plan B after they retire from the active career. We also want to mentor mindful mothers like Gauri, whose daughter is India top 10, a mother who is aware of all aspects of sports, including legal, psychological, nutritional, and more. As on-field presence of women in sports grows, we need more sports scientists in numbers, like Rutuja, for example, our very own future strength and conditioning coach. For Vizi, this is only the beginning. There is, of course, a lot more to do in this field, and we are progressing one step at a time. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you soon. Take care and bye for now.